have the right people on the bus? That's the question we are going to try to figure out today. And by bus I mean your organization. If we really have that people that is going to help us grow as we really want to grow. First, I am going to do a warm-up exercise. Then I'm going to help you with the terminology and some other exercise we often use as coaches, just to figure out if you have A, B, C, or C players in your organization and how it's going to affect the organization. And at last, we are going to finish with a very small exercise on A, B, and C players. Enjoy! A quick start, like a warm-up exercise, if it's okay with you. As we are in a hotel and we are going to talk about people, I would like you to help me with some seconds. Think about how many people you have seen that are members of this hotel, and write it down in a piece of paper. You may remember their faces, you may remember the names, you may remember when you crash with them. Yeah. Give me something when you are ready, something with your arms. Okay. So, I will start. I remember the girl who was preparing our coffee, yes, in the morning. So, at least I have one. Keith, can you help me with some other one?
The two maintenance men. They've been very, very kind and friendly.
Okay, so we have three. Scott?
I remember the lady from this morning and the lady behind the desk. She helped me with my key. And as far as people who worked, those are the only.
Okay. Patricia?
I talked to the desk person with dark hair, and I also talked to another desk person with blonde hair today to ask about getting the tables moved outside.
Okay.
And then the nice young man that came out and helped us move the tables, who was really great. And the woman who opened up the door for me that was locked after lunch.
Perfect. Charlie?
Well, I was including hotel guests also.
Okay.
There's 37 of those with the hotel staff and the guests. Is that okay? I'll just give you a couple of people I remember. The guy that helped us with the table outside, he was very gracious. And then the breakfast, the folks, the ladies that do the breakfast, they were very friendly. I really liked them.
Okay, thank you.
I heard so many of the same people, but one more who was polishing the apples, taking the little papers off, and setting the bananas in the bowl at the desk.
Perfect. What I was trying to show you with this small exercise is that when we talk about people, it's not always about the managers, or it's about the medium managers or the medium team, the ones who really help you to do a great experience. So today we are talking about that people, not the managers, not the middle management team. We are going to about the people who give you that experience. Yes? So we are going to talk today about the team, that people who really makes the product or gives the service. So the big question of the day might be, do we have the right people on the bus? And with this question, I invite you to think for a couple of seconds if in your organization you have it. I have done the same question to many people. You can have a variety of feelings. You may not be comfortable with the answer, but I have to make that question. It's a really, really important question. Imagine you have to build a soccer team, yes? You will need many people on the team. You will have to have uh, a very strong people here, yes? In order to not get goals, you need to have people here and here. You have to have very strong defenders here in order not to let these guys come up to here, and then you have to have very strong people to make the goals on the other side. After that, you will need a great coach. You will also need a physical preparator, and you will need somebody who drives the bus who take you from one point to the other. All of them had to be the great people, the most valuable people you can get. Those will be called A players. Yeah? After that, you will have C players. It's very easy. These are the worst people you have. Yeah? These are not great. They are the worst you can have. And then in the middle you have the B and BC. Okay? So what we are going to try to do today is determine among your own teams how many A players you have, how many B, C, and C players you have. So, now we have to recognize A players. In general, they are really smart, intelligent, and business savvy. They are driven to success, really passionate, trustworthy, consistent, high performance. They are adaptable to adjust to many different personalities. They are surrounded with high performance. They are very hard workers, resourceful, meaning they overcome obstacles. They are effective leaders, down to earth, well grounded, self aware, and humble. Okay, now we know how they should look like, and we are to perform a talent assessment. This talent assessment will be more or less like this. On the one hand, we are going to be scoring people according how they live their core values. We are going to put a number from 0 to 100 on this area. Now, we are going to assess productivity as individuals and also as team members from 1 to 100. Then, for instance, if I have 800 here and 20 here, I will have them more or less here. And I write a dot here and write the first two letters of the name. When I have all of my team members assessed, what I will have is a snapshot of what is going on in my organization. How many A players do I have compared with the C players, with the B players, and with the BC players. Why do I need that? In order to take action, to know how I am going to retain my A players, what I am going to do with my C players, with my B players, and with my BC players. Now, when is the right time to do this? At least once a year. Most companies do it like 2 times a year or 3 times a year. It's up to you. But remember, your team needs to know how they are doing. One thing we are going to be assessing is how core values are living in our organization. As I mentioned before, productivity as individuals in their roles and as team members. I'm going to take some time to explain the C player trap. Many people think they can change C players, but remember, a C player is somebody who is very, very low in core values and also is very, very slow in productivity. All of us know how to work with that people feels like. So, what is this of avoiding the C player trap? when we are as like chief or boss of or team leader, really we don't have to spend much time with them. We have to warn them one. If we want, we can try to coach them, but like once and then move on. Because it often happens that we spend many time with C players and forget to talk and have really interesting coaching sessions, retaining sessions with A players. Remember, what's important in your organization is to have A players, not C players. The biggest amount of A players you have, the better your organization is going to be.